Welcome to your daily focus for February the 20th, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now let's see what the energy is going to be for us today. Two of Swords. Two of Swords. We could be hesitant to look at something, or we don't want to look at a part of ourselves or a part of a situation. And we need to. We need to make some strong, firm decisions about it. Four of Cups. So this is the gratitude card. But it's also a contemplation of what we want to come into our lives and how we are going to approach manifesting that something in our life. And the Six of Swords. So this is forward movement. This could be travel for some of you, but this is forward movement and keeping our eye, our focus on the path forward of where we are going. Let's get an angel card to go with that. Inspiration 49. So 9 plus 4 is 13, which comes out to a 4 for a single digit. So our stability, our security, our foundations. Let's start at the beginning though with the Two of Swords. So around his neck he wears a necklace, and it's got the Libra symbol on it. So that is bringing in harmony, looking at the compromises that need to be made, building harmony, looking at both sides of the coin, being more flexible, more mutable with our approach to our problems and how we are going to solve them. That there's not just one way forward, that there's many possibilities and many choices that we can make that will bring in a desired outcome. Now, somebody once said it's kind of like looking through the spiritual veil, which I absolutely love, because here we are blindfolded. This could be a part of ourselves that we never want to show anybody, but we desperately need to work on that part of ourselves. It could be a problem or a situation that we are just hoping will go away, that will dissipate if we don't give it the attention, if we ignore it. And with this card being first, the probability of that happening is nil to none. That we have to give it the attention. That we have to find some sort of resolution, some sort of compromise, some sort of healing or letting go. Of acknowledging it and being truthful with ourselves of why it is still a part of us and what we can do to eliminate it, remove it, dissipate it, or turn it into a positive and turn it into a strength going forward. This could be your perceptions, this could be your way of thinking about something, this could be a relationship, a job, your stature in the community, your health and well-being, your spirituality. So what is it for you? So don't look away if, most times what happens is it keeps coming to the front of our consciousness. It keeps popping up in our thoughts. We're reminded of it. It's like a little nag. So don't ignore that little nag, that little tug that you're constantly getting. Because you need to look at it. You need to find some sort of compromise or resolution. You need to, this could be something that you've been carrying around for a long time, and it's time to leave it in the past. It's time to really look at it, examine it, understand what to do with it. So it becomes a powerful force in your life, a powerful energy in your life, or it dissipates into the past so it no longer burdens you, weighs you down. Now we have the Four of Cups right next to this, so it is a lot about the things that we have around us now. We really need to be grateful for our point A. Okay, come the new moon, come the solar eclipse, this is when we're going to be planting the seeds. So this is a time to be grateful for the things that we already have to work with, the things that surround us, the people that surround us, and give thanks and be grateful for the things that we have in our life. And if you're at a point in your life where you're not, it's hard to be grateful for anything, then get a piece of paper out and tonight write one thing on it. I have a pillow to put my head on. Read it aloud and go to sleep. The next night, I want you to write a second thing and read both aloud and then go to sleep. And if you do this consistently for a month, all of a sudden you have a page, 2 pages of things that you are grateful for. And when you start giving up that kind of gratitude on a daily basis, you watch the new things come into your life. You watch the doors starting to open for you. It's amazing. Now we have the Six of Swords. So here we have swords hanging from the sky or the ceiling. Maybe we're in a cavern of sorts. Swords coming out of the water. And so we really have to keep our eye on the path forward, our focus on the path forward, that we are not hurt in some way, that we are not hitting a hurdle, a road bump, stopped in our tracks, because we weren't being aware of the dangers around us, the situations around us. Maybe it's the tone of somebody else around you. And we're maneuvering through it. We're not giving attention to it, but we are maneuvering through it. So don't be pulled into somebody else's drama today. Be pulled into your own path of where you are going, of what you want to do, of what you want to accomplish. This would be a day to write out that bucket list of what you want to come into your life. If you're a writer, or even if you're not a writer, but grab a pen and paper, preferably light blue ink, because that opens up your creativity, that opens up to your spirituality. The words will flow that much easier and it will transcend. And write down where you're going to be in a month, 6 months, a year from now, 5 years from now. You pick the timeline. Write yourself a story of how it's going to look, what you're wearing, what you're driving, where you live. Is it a business? What does that look like? Is it you in optimal health and well-being? What does that look like? And this would be a strong day to do those kinds of activities. And if you don't want to write it down, then at least spend a few moments in meditation or prayer or reflection to think about what the end result will look like, where you want to go, what path you want to step into, what kind of forward motion you want in your life. Inspiration. We can be very inspired today on the path that is going to lead us forward, on what we are growing into, becoming. So get inspired today. With the Six of Swords, it's almost a good idea to break up your routine today, or take a new way into work, or home from work, or just break it up a little bit. Because the inspiration follows it. And I think that when we open up our eyes, our ears, our feet to new pathways, different things to look at, different things to take in, we can get inspired by things that normally we would have just went by without noticing. So look for ways to build the inspiration within yourself, get inspired, inspire somebody else, get inspired to finish off a project that is long overdue to be completed. Let's get a wise animal. So our first card, being the Two of Swords today, is, there's something that we do need to close the door on, or to allow healing into. Some kind of closure, some kind of ending. And it could just be a self-limitation you've put on yourself, and realizing that it might have been there at one point in your life to keep you safe, to keep you secure, but you don't need it anymore. And now it's holding you back. It's holding you down. It's not allowing you to move forward with a flow, with a grace. Find your identity. The little raccoon. I had a pet raccoon. He was the coolest pet ever. And the cat and the dog would, well, it was funny because the dog would eat lettuce while we had the raccoon, which was pretty funny because the day the raccoon went out into the wild, and we would have it so it could, because it is a wild animal. I found it as a baby and it was too young to be separated from its mom, so I became its surrogate mother for a while. And but it stayed outside for the most part. It'd come in the house and everything too, but it would stay outside, especially at nighttime and whatnot, because that's what it's supposed to do. It's a wild animal. I wasn't trying to tame an animal, but it was very tame. But the dog, the day the raccoon left, and I thought, the raccoon would be coming back, but the dog knew better, and the dog stopped eating lettuce that day. So he only ate it because he didn't want the raccoon to have it. Hiding, mirror, right, and destiny. A person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. Raccoon tells you that you are hiding from your true self. All too often we lose our identity. It can be connected to career, love relationships, and even friendships. Relationships are a mirror to who you are at the time. If your self-esteem is low and sad, you will attract the same. On the outside, the person or situation may be perceived as the life of the party, but inside they are crying with confusion. It is never good to create relationships out of illusions and treat them as a patch or a quick fix for what you don't have in your life. They are supposed to be a complement to who you are and help you grow, both of you, or all of you, if taking it in context of friends, co-workers, or career. Now that doesn't mean hermit yourself away until you figure it all out. It means you need to work to heal yourself and become the person that you want to be. Be the person that you want in your life. No matter what disappointment you've had in your life, you cannot forget to celebrate who you are. When that job promotion doesn't come through, or the person you hoped was the love of your life just leaves, it's easy to get caught up in the negativity of despair, but it means that you aren't in the right spot in your life to attract what you want. So take the time to change that. So we've got some little pointers here of how we can work that into our daily experience. Write down 10 qualities that you love about yourself. They don't have to be physical, but they can be. Write down 10 qualities that you would like to work on, and then truly look at those qualities to see if they are flexible or are things that you are creating because you are sad or lonely. Eat right. Go to the grocery store and supply your cupboards with good and colorful foods. Put the black colored clothes to the back of your closet and force yourself to wear a colorful shirt or scarf. Use positive affirmations and put them all over your apartment or house. You can use art, index cards, or whatever, but surround yourself with positive. Put on fun music and dance. When you are sad, take some action instead of focusing on the sadness. And it's scientifically proven. If you go for a 10-minute walk, a brisk walk for 10 minutes, your mood automatically elevates. It sends out those happy signals to our body. So if you are in a very sad state, at least go for a small walk, and it will raise your vibration. It will raise your light. And then maybe you can take over from there to put on some music, to dance, to sing out loud. And cry. Don't feel bad about crying. Tears are healing. No, we want to release the tears. We don't want to keep it pent up inside of us. That's what creates diseases in our lives. Because we don't let it out. We don't let the toxic energy, the negative energy, we don't release that sadness. We hold it inside. We try and be brave. We try and be strong. We try and show that we are the capable ones. Cry. It's okay. But don't stay there. Give yourself that purge. And then look towards raising your energy. Seek professional help if you feel suicidal or having dark thoughts. And know that it takes time to heal. Don't patch your heart with another toxic relationship. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.